CBS Sports 24 Most Impactful Stories of 2024, Kansas City Chiefs, Caitlin Clark, 12-team CFP vie for number 1. As 2024 comes to a close, now is as good a time as ever to reflect upon the last 12 months in sports. Between the Olympics, a back-to-back Super Bowl champion, an unforgettable rookie season and much more, we won't soon forget the biggest sports stories from this past year. Early in the year, the Kansas City Chiefs cemented their place on this list by becoming just the 8th team all-time to win back-to-back Super Bowl titles. The fact that it came in such dramatic fashion, winning just the second overtime game in Super Bowl history, made it even more memorable. In the summer, the world got together in Paris to compete in the 2024 Olympics. The United States fared well and produced some inspiring performances, with none better than Simone Biles completing her comeback to win all-round gold in gymnastics. Everywhere from the track to the basketball court, the U.S. managed to make international headlines. Even in a summer that contained a deluge of Olympic moments, Caitlin Clark dominated the front page of news outlets everywhere while the WNBA continued its explosion of popularity. Clark led an exciting rookie class into the league, and fans responded by flocking to women's basketball game in record numbers. 23. Cody Rhodes wins undisputed WWE title at WrestleMania XL. The match for the undisputed WWE Universal title was a true spectacle that delivered on multiple fronts. It completed a comeback arc that began years ago, and it featured some of the biggest names from the WWE's past in fun. Jake Paul defeats Mike Tyson. Perhaps the biggest combat spectacle of the year was the boxing match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. The legendary boxer and the social media star turned boxer squared off in front of a massive crowd at Athens Stadium in Arlington, Texas. But the fight went the way you would expect when one of the combatants is closer to 60 than 40. Those hoping to see some version of Prime Tyson, even a diminished version. U.S. basketball teams take down France to win gold. The United States had a good showing at the Paris Games, and the basketball teams were no exception. The men and women both flexed some muscle against the rest of the world on the court, and they both earned the gold medal with hard-fought games against the host nation. In the preliminary round, the men rolled to a 3-0 record without much resistance, posting a plus 64-point differential in the process. The first knockout round game against Brazil wasn't very competitive either, as the Americans erupted for a 122-87 win. The rest of the tournament was a little more difficult. In the semi-final, Nikola Jokic and Serbia led the U.S. by 11 points at halftime. That's when Steph Curry stepped up and hit some big shots to ignite a comeback. He finished the game with 36 points and shot 64.3% from beyond the three-point line. 18. U.S. track and field leaves competition in the dust. The United States had a great showing in track and field at the 2024 Paris Olympics, piling up medals and making some history in the process. The headliners were sprinters Noah Lyles being crowned the fastest man in the world by winning a photo finish in the men's 100 meters event, and a redemption of sorts for Sha'Carri Richardson, who earned 2 medals, including gold in the 4x100m relay. 17. Travis Hunter wins Heisman Trophy as two-way player. For just the second time in college football history, and the first since Charles Woodson in 1997, a defensive player won the Heisman Trophy when Travis Hunter took home the award. Hunter, a two-way player, did everything. LeBron, Bronny James take the court as teammates. LeBron James has done a lot in his NBA career, but he accomplished a first in his 22nd NBA season. On opening night, James and his son, Bronny James, made history as the first father-son duo to play in a game together. Coming out of USC, Bronny was the No. 55 overall pick in last summer's draft, and he didn't have to wait long to take the court with his dad. 2. Caitlin Clark takes WNBA by storm in rookie season. Few athletes have entered professional sports with more expectations on their shoulders than Caitlin Clark in her rookie season with the Indiana Fever. Clark not only delivered on those expectations, but she might have exceeded them. Clark was considered a generational prospect after a dominant college career at Iowa, and she was at the forefront of an exciting rookie class in the 2024 WNBA draft. With all eyes on her, Clark began her assault on the WNBA record books almost immediately. Not only did Clark rewrite multiple rookie records, but she also reset the bar for all players in a couple of categories. Points, 769. Three-pointers, 122. Assists, 337. Assists, 19. In the process of smashing those records, Clark took a Fever team that went 13-27 the previous year and turned it into a playoff team at 20-20. The Fever bowed out against the Connecticut Sun in the first round, but it was the franchise's first playoff appearance since 2017.
Samuelson at the
1. The Chiefs. It also made the Chiefs the first back-to-back Super Bowl winners in 20 years. It's easy to look